time to speak about debuts. The floor is yours.
I am talking! I'll leave right now if you want quiet. I want to talk about debuts in PPW. We all know how great the Daneils debut challenge has been. I've beaten everyone. And just like the last match, we've had people come and make debuts and not face me. Now let me tell you something, anyone who debuts in PPW without going through me is not a real wrestler. Including my opponent tonight, who is Mathias. Now he's been around for a bit, but he's never faced me. So once again, he is not a real wrestler. Just like you, Big Papa Adrian. See you there. You might debut against Nathan Black, but really, you haven't done anything until you face me. So why don't you sit there in the crowd with your little brats? And maybe I'll give them someone to really look up to. Bring on my opponent. Shut up!
No need for that. And introducing his opponent.
Why are you still holding back? Have you forgotten what they said to us? What they did? They think you're a monster. Prove them right. Let's go!
Knows that Streeter Dog Master. He is the Lone Fighter. This is Mathias Havana.
Yes, so mighty.
Singles match here, and I am now I'm now joined by Harry. How are you doing? Returning on commentary.
Fantastic to be here yet again.
Good lord, we have a retroactive debut challenge here for Mathias Havana against Nate Daneils. And what you need to know about Mathias Havana is that he's got a hard head. He spent a lot of time watching Samoans, and by osmosis, now has a really hard head, and he drops Nate Daneils. That might be all she wrote there. Oh, just a 2 count there.
Very early on.
Very early on. Harry, what do you think to the Nate Daneils debut challenge and about what he said there? Do you agree that everybody has to go through Nate Daneils?
I mean, judging by the reaction from the crowd, no. Not everybody has to go through, and we've seen some great debuts in PPW here, you know, and people are making the name and not just having to go through him, but anytime a debutant can come through and shut up Nate Daneils, I think everyone will be very happy.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And I think this is the risk that Nate Daneils is taking here. Usually he likes to wrestle people that are very new, inexperienced, but Mathias Havana has been around. He's wrestled now a good couple of times. He's wrestled in various scenarios. He's wrestled some of the best that we've got here at PPW, and this might be the undoing for Nate Daneils. Like we saw earlier when he was talking about Big Bopper.
Oh, wow.
House Shop Pescada over the top there. And the audience slightly on side for Mathias Havana. Great stuff. I'm glad to see it.
We've seen him in some experience in tag team scenarios, but
absolutely,
as far as singles competitions go, he's really coming into his own now.
Yes, absolutely. He tried to set a bit of a team up, and what we're looking for here, inverted DDT, no, invert suplex.
Wow.
Ooh, sweet stuff there. Mathias Havana did try and set up a tag team at one point, was looking for a little bit of help, but quickly discovered that he fights alone. That is his Instagram handle. I fight alone 48.
Nate Daniels back in his groove now as well.
Yeah, and absolutely, you got to get ready for this, Harry.
Oh.
A sweet, sweet bow. I call stuff a sweet bow a lot, but that is a sweet, sweet bow. Just a 2 count there. Harry, tell me, what do you think? What do you think that Nate Daniels, who's being called a real moron here, what do you think Nate Daniels has to do to finish this match?
I think he has to ignore the crowd rather than getting caught up in the moment. He needs to stay in control of the crowd here and really drive his game into Mathias.
Yeah, and he's trying to concentrate there, but he's got that hard head. He's spent a lot of time in Doncaster. And
he's more susceptible to corner strikes than Mathias anyway.
Absolutely, yeah, he absolutely is. So obviously showing a little bit of effect there, showing that little bit of a head shake, but I think Mathias has definitely got the harder head of the two wrestlers here. And the role model is really down on the ground there, and that might be all she wrote there.
2.
Just a 2 count there for Mathias Havana, who is doing well here and is taking his time. He's getting the audience engaged. This is, quite frankly, Harry, quite amazing. I have seen Mathias Havana get booed out of this building, and to see the audience on side is nothing short of a miracle.
Yeah, he's been a bit more honest in his approach inside the ring recently. You know, that's certainly going to win you a favour with the crowd.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's done just that. Are we going to see a Mathias Havana victory? Great little bit of movement there, quick and sharp. Also, I've just noticed that Nate Daniels' shoes are untied. Not for any advantage reason. I just think it's funny to point out.
A role model would have tied his shoes.
I would agree. But a great leapfrog over the top there. Hooks him in. We're looking for the unprettier. Down
right.
head first.
Whoa.
But dropped him on his head. And you would think by now that Nate Daniels would have learned that Mathias has a really, really hard head. Oh, hang on a minute. Pulls referee Lee in the way. A cheap shot.
Tactic.
Hey, I tell you what, that head's not hard. And then a vicious knee to the back of the head. That exposed neck, is that all she wrote? Mathias Havana looks like she's out. Bam, and that is it. Role model picks up the victory. The winner of the match, the role model, Nate Daniels.